Are you waiting for sunsets to be a savior?
Hey guys, welcome back to another weight loss Q&A. I don't know how to start videos. Anyways, today I just want to talk about fats. Like the fat you eat is the fat you wear and that kind of stuff. Again, this is just my experience. This is how I have lost over 55 pounds on a plant-based diet. You can make your own assumptions about everything. I'm not a doctor, like I said. Anyways, so a lot of people, you know, are kind of giving the whole "the fat you eat is the fat you wear" statement once over, and they're kind of experimenting with fats and, you know, if it really is true, if it really isn't true, things like that. So I just want to share my experience on fats in a whole foods, high carb, low fat, vegan diet. I know for like a while people were calling me high fat Hannah. I've always eaten a high carb, low fat vegan diet. For a while I was eating, you know, more avocados when I was trying to eat more raw and things like that. But honestly, my fat percentage has like never been over 25%. I am carbs all the way. I love carbs. I love eating low fat. It's what makes me feel best. And I personally think that it's the easiest way to lose weight in the world. Because once you finally get like in the rhythm, you find, you know, what's satisfying to you, what's the right percentages of like macros and things like that that are satisfying and that you can thrive on personally for yourself, it is just very seamless and very, very easy to lose weight. So this is another thing, just like with my last video on salt. So you have to find what works for you. If you really don't like fats at all, say you don't like any overt fats, you don't like avocados, you don't like coconut, you don't like any nuts, you just don't like things like that, then totally, you know, eat a very, very low fat diet if that works for you. If you have energy on it, if you feel great, if you wake up in the morning and you just feel amazing, then totally eat a low fat diet. But this video is more for people who are really confused about fats. They don't know how much they can eat, how much they should eat, what kinds of fats they can eat. So I just want to go over that really quickly. I personally eat a whole foods vegan diet. So I eat fats, I eat overt fats, but I do not eat oils. I don't eat anything that's like fried or anything like that. I stick mainly to the only fats that I eat are like avocado, coconut, hemp seeds, and like tahini. That's pretty much it. Sometimes I'll make, you know, like a cashew nacho cheese or something like that, but that's more of a rarity. And I think once you are on this lifestyle for a long time, you really get in tune with how certain things affect you. So if I eat too much fat, it's like nothing in my body can digest. It is literally just like I have a brick in my stomach. And I know that from that I've been eating too much fat. And some people will get tired, they'll get, you know, lethargic, they won't feel very good, they'll be like really unmotivated, and they know that they've been eating too much fat. So it happens, like we all eat too much fat, we all undereat sometimes, we all overeat sometimes. None of us are perfect, no one's trying to be perfect, and you really just have to find what works for you. I personally would solely recommend only eating whole plant fats. So I would even say stay away from eating, you know, nuts, just because, not that nuts are like bad for you or anything like that, but they're very, very easy to eat. An entire bag of nuts, they're like chips. You can just sit there and eat them forever, especially if they're like salted or roasted or something like that. So the only time that I ever really use nuts is in, you know, dressings and things like that. But pretty much the entire time that I've been losing weight on, you know, a starch, whole foods, plant-based diet, I have included fats in my diet. And I recommend for people to use fats like avocado, coconut, hemp seeds, tahini as more of like a condiment. So say, you know, you're really craving something fatty. Like say in your head you're just really like, oh, I really want like some chips or like some vegan nachos or something like that. That's like a clue that your body needs more fat in your diet, especially for women. Like I know a lot of guys can thrive very well on this very low fat diet, but women, because you know, our body composition is higher fat, we have more hormones. We do a little bit better on a little bit extra fat, personally. That's what I think, especially like girls who lose their periods, things like that. Try adding in a little bit more avocado or just a little bit more fat. And that doesn't mean, you know, eating like 30, 40, 50% fat, dumping oil on your food. I don't think that that's personally healthy and that it's gonna help you lose weight anyway. But adding a little bit of avocado, like half of an avocado to your dinner, adding a sprinkle of like coconut flakes to a smoothie or your breakfast or something like that is totally fine. And you'll find, what I find, is that adding in just a little bit of fats makes your food so much more satisfying. So when I was eating very, very, very low fat, 95.5, I could eat 1,000 calories worth of rice for dinner. And this was when I was my heaviest ever, right? So I was eating tons of food. I could sit down and eat 1,000 calories of rice, and in an hour I would still be just picking through my kitchen looking for food, because I wasn't really giving my body what it really wanted. And I knew at the time that I really wanted to eat fats and I craved them, but I wouldn't let myself eat them. So I really just think that you need to listen to your body. You can totally lose weight on a plant-based diet. A lot of people find that when they add in just a little bit of fats, whole fats to their diet, that it's a lot easier to lose weight because they're just a lot more satisfied. So you really just have to figure out what works for you. You can totally eat whole plant fats. I would just really recommend adding them on as like a condiment, as like a topping. Don't be basing your meals around like vegetables and avocados. It's not very good in my opinion, but everybody thrives on something different. So just find out what works for you. You know, if you're eating whole plant fats, you're probably not going to go over 25%, and that's not really going to affect your weight loss at all. So I hope that that was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!